And testosterone. Oh, ah. Thank God that has a lid on it. Wide load. Bad. I gotta lose weight. Not you think you got a ghost following you and stuff is just falling off the walls and you doing it. That's crazy. You hear me? Do you hear what I'm saying? Crazy. You shoot. Crazy. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. Y'all know we had a late class last night. Hey, Trina, we was up late, and now well, y'all probably got work. Y'all be up. I gotta make sure this ain't loud. Hey, Rika. I'm trying to make sure I don't be screaming, because no matter how much, it just seems like this YouTube be loud. I didn't turn it all the way down. It's still loud. I don't know how that happened. Don't whisper, nigga. They can hear it. Don't do it. They can hear it. So, a lot of you might have seen the rewatch. Something. Hey, Queen. Hey, y'all. Hey, Niqua. Girl. Crazy. Thinking it's a ghost and it's you. That's not good. You gotta do something with it. Anyway, my skin is super irritated. Anybody gone through menopause, like, and you're out of it? I gotta ask a girl question real quick. Any of my aunties in here that been through menopause and now you out of it? Did your skin, like, be flaky and stuff? Like, what is it? I need somebody that's out of it so I can figure out the transition that their body went through. I mean, I know everybody different, but you said yep and yep. Okay. Because I woke up today, I'm like, what is going on? Yes, ma'am, everything is going crazy. Okay. Oh, you are out of it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Jen. Okay. Because, baby, woke up looking like a peely something. I was like, what? Like that. Whole face. I'm talking about stupid dry. Flaky. I had to pull my aloe vera out. And that's crazy. You heard me? I don't want to do that. Girl, it ain't no time limit. Wow. I have the appetite fatigue and moodiness is worse. Oh my goodness. You know what, Queen? Not today. That was not funny. I'm mad at you now. As nice as I be being, I am mad at you. I'm having a real issue and you make fun of it? Just like a little sister, go to your room and get out of my room. This is serious. She gonna say, not you waking up like a reptilian. Damn, you just wait. That's all right. You said you have to be uber moisturized. Got it. Because I can't put oil and stuff on my face. So get y'all sister. She just hurt my feelings. I'm having a real, see, this is why I don't tell people what I'm going through. Didn't I tell you people do me like that? I can't have no problem. That's why I don't talk to nobody about what I'm going through. Because my feelings is hurt. I'm telling you. And the fact that you a whole esthetician. This is the skin person saying this to me. Evil Lena. I'm having a whole real problem. She said, not you waking up like a reptilian. I'm sick of you. I am sick of you today. It ain't even been 5 minutes. Damn. If it got any oil in it, I can't use it. Get y'all sister. That's why I don't tell people what I'm going through. I just make it through it. You said, we family for real. I told you when my brother said, I hadn't even been on the phone with this nigga 10 minutes. And he said, you got all that gray hair. Are you stressed? You remember I told you that's what they do? Cartwheeling back to your chair. Yes. To your side of the room, please. I told my mom I want to share a room with her. They need to hurry up and get her room done because I want her out of my room. Dehydrated orange peel and rice water helps for the skin. Okay, yeah, because it can't have no oil in it at all. Absolutely none. Absolutely none. I cannot put no oil on my face. That baby said, you woke up like a reptilian. Damn. I told you to stay out of my cabinet. You didn't listen. No! You're supposed to be helping me. See what happens? I told you. I be helping people get better, and then they be like, oh, okay, well. You see how that works? I need real help right now, and you don't even care. You don't even care. Thank you, Rika. Thank you. Rika said she pulled up. She didn't put the cards over here. Now she over here on YouTube talking about Queen getting the car. Let's go. This nigga that I love you. We family for real. That's how you know. This lash is, of course, wrong. Rika pulled up. That's my nigga. Show did. Get your sister. Go get her. Thank you. She didn't pick her up. Take her somewhere to the park or something. I don't know. She need to run around a little bit. She got some energy early in the morning to me because I just got up. Girl. So, to those of you that don't know, you might have watched the rewatch. We family for real, honey, over here. That is funny. Woo. She drugged me by my hair and threw me in the trunk. Thank you. Thank you, Rika. Thank you. Rika is a muscle. I gotta call Rika. Now I know. See, you okay, so remember when I talked to y'all about how I didn't have to learn y'all mentality and stuff too? You're welcome, Pumpkin. You got it? You're welcome. I learned how, like, just like with Jesus and he was picking people from around the way, he let me know who I got with me. You hear me? He let me know who over here. And as crazy as she talked to me, she the type of family that say, I can mess with him, but you can't. As crazy as she talks to me, I already didn't peep that from her. Yeah, I can say what I want because that's my sister, but you better not say nothing. You see what I'm saying? And Rika like, do we have a prop? Huh? You said Jesus what? You said he better do what? You said he ain't the king of the glory. You said what? You said he not the son of God. Do we have a problem? You hear me? Do you hear me? I'm trying to tell you. I already know what's going on around here. I be peeping. I got into it with my auntie over you. See, I don't want. Y'all know that make me sad. But you know what I realized? It was people getting into it with their family members over Jesus too. And I'm not comparing myself to Jesus, but Jesus did bring something different. And you know what? So I was reading in the Legends of the Jews. That's so funny you say that, right? Don't be sad. It was her fault. She was being a hater. We used to them around here, ain't we? It's okay. So look at this. And you know how they say, when you're black, you're never really alone. There's always a person watching. Right? Y'all know how they... So today, you said don't be okay for him. Got to go back to the homeroom. Okay. So look, I thought about it and I said, when you walk with Jesus, you're never really alone. There's always a Pharisee and Sadducee watching. Okay, this is what came to my mind. When you follow Jesus, you ain't never really alone. Because, baby, it's always a Pharisee and a Sadducee watching. You hear me? Reading these stories that I was reading today, I said, wow, they would not let up. Hey, girl. So when you a follower of Jesus and you trying to get your life right, You ain't never alone. It's always gonna be a Pharisee and a Sadducee watching, talking about what you ain't doing and what you. I just was reading it today, and I'm like, that part. I'm already thinking about it. Yes, ma'am. It is. That's probably our next study, of course. It's always a Pharisee and a Sadducee watching. Always. hmm When you walk with God, and if you think about it, everywhere Jesus went, every single place Jesus went. Okay, I'm gonna just read a little bit to y'all, can I? Which we already know this story, but we gonna read it again anyway, because it made me think about it. It was like he couldn't do nothing. Y'all see, I got my marks here. Give me 1 second. What? Hold on. I marked it, but I don't know if I marked it at the right place. Oh, duh, girl. Because it wasn't on there. It was on your phone. Ugh! Lord, that's a whole different story. Anyway, moving on. Give me 1 second. Tripping. I'm like, what the heck? But it wasn't on there. Matter of fact, give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, girl. Oh, thanks, Dad. Yep, crazy. That's because I be on 1,000 devices. Okay, real quick, because I was reading it and looking for it in 2 different books. And so then I'm in the Legends of the Jews looking for a specific thing, and then over here. So, real quick, give me 1 second. So, trying to weather this storm because I've been waking up. Either my throat is super dry and it feels like it's congested, or my nose is burning. Sorry, y'all. Okay, my face is so dry. I do not want to put no cream or nothing on it. Anyway, I could just be dehydrated too. That might be it. Because, what the heck? All right, so we're going to Mark 2. Hi, Tadaria. Hello. Or is Tadara? I'm going to call you Tata. Because I don't want to mess up your name. So if you see me say hi, Tata, I'm talking to you. You hear me? Auntie be giving out names. All right, we're going to Mark 2, the New International Version, please. Mark 2 NIV real quick. And so this is where that came from. Yep, your name is going to be Tata. Hey, Pumpkin. We going to Mark 2 real quick, y'all. And I was sleep on these lashes. You hear me? I ate that rest of that chicken, baby. Warmed it up and went. I didn't go to bed till like 5, almost 5 o'clock. I don't know what's going on with that. Mark 2 NIV. Hey, Pumpkin. We doing good over here. As far as I can see, I'm cold and I'm hot. So we just gonna work this out because I feel myself getting ready to turn on this heater. But then I'm gonna have to take this off, and I really don't want to. This whole menopause thing is crazy, and it's because I ate some chocolate last night, I believe. All right, here we go. It says a few days later, when Jesus again entered Capernaum, the people heard that he had come home. They gathered in such large numbers that there was no room left, not even outside the door. And he preached the word to them. Some men came bringing to him a paralyzed man. Let me ask you a question. Whether physically or emotionally, or financially, have you ever felt paralyzed? Or is there anyone in here that has been paralyzed or is paralyzed right now? Physically. You felt paralyzed? Let me know. Okay, well, I don't know what you're saying. I have to. Have you been mentally paralyzed, physically paralyzed, or emotionally or financially paralyzed? Whichever one it is, put that and then put yes, because I don't know what you're saying yes to. Hey, I've been unable to move for days on end due to pain. Does that count? Yeah. You felt paralyzed by circumstances. I have. Yes. Right now, I feel as though I'm paralyzed in my mind. Interesting. Yes, I felt paralyzed mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Paralyzed with fear, emotionally. Okay. Financially and in your mind. Okay. Physically. Okay. I had a heart attack and 3 strokes. Was in a wheelchair, then a walker. Now I use no walker or wheelchair. Interesting. Financially, emotionally, and physically, spiritually, I feel paralyzed in the system. Okay. Yes, I felt paralyzed in my emotional and financially. Okay. So this is a common theme. In one way or another, naturally, physically, financially. Yes, physically, and I have the wheelchair and walker to prove it. Interesting. All right. Good afternoon. Okay, let's go. Here we go. It says, some men came bringing to him a paralyzed man, carried by 4 of them. Since they could not get him to Jesus because of the crowd, they made an opening in the roof above Jesus by digging through it and then lowered the mat the man was laying on. When Jesus saw their faith, he said to the paralyzed man, "Son, your sins are forgiven." Now, some teachers of the law, who were the teachers of the law? Who are the teachers of the law? Pastors. Pastors are teachers of the law. Pastors. They would be considered the rabbis back then. Here we go with this up and down, cold and hot. We moving on. No, don't oscillate, please. I just need you to be on and off. Thank you. All right. Here we go. So the pastors, when Jesus saw this man that was physically paralyzed, do you think that they thought in their minds, what could he possibly do? He can't even move. Why would you say that to him? He can't even walk. What sins could he commit? Right? If somebody walked up to a disabled person and said, your sins be forgiven thee, a person that is not even able to walk on their own, what would you say right now if somebody did that? Would you not think, what could they possibly do? They can't even move. Or you probably frown your eyebrows up like, no, you didn't. Huh? What would you think in your mind if somebody walked up to somebody with cerebral palsy maybe that is not even able to wipe their own mouth or something and said, your sins be forgiven thee? Right. Hold on, Nicole. Just give it a second. I know, but just give me a minute. I'm saying in this time and day, right now, right, but I'm saying, no, I don't want the answer. I'm saying right now, today, if you were in the grocery store and you heard a Christian person walk up to a person that is not able to physically do anything for themselves, and you heard them say what Jesus said to them, you don't have to know them, what would you think? You said you'd be ready to watch and see what happens. Right. What would be your reaction? Would your neck snap back? Would you think, who is you to say? Like, what would you think? This is a stranger coming up to we'll say it's a kid. Exactly. I think, who are you to say that with a massive eye roll? Exactly. This is what I'm saying. If somebody were to do that in Walmart or Target while you was in there to a complete stranger, you know they don't know each other. You said this would be me watching. You said you gonna look real slow for your sugar and stuff. Right. I'm saying, y'all, we gotta put ourselves in these situations. If say this was your niece or nephew, maybe one of your niece or nephews, you said with a chip on your shoulder. Interesting. What if it's one of your niece or nephews or your family members that was born the way they are born? They've always been like this. And a person walked up to them and said, your sins be forgiven thee. You wouldn't have an attitude. What if it was your child? And you know the hell that you went through, that you go through every day, caring for this person that can't care for themselves. What would your mom be like? What if it was your little cousin? Nope, similar happened to my daughter, and now she talks. I get it, but I'm asking y'all, what would your emotion be in that moment, y'all? I work with people with disabilities, and I would have been upset hearing that, no lie. This is what I'm talking about. My cousin had cerebral palsy, and somebody said she needed prayer, and I was offended for her. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I probably wouldn't have got off on them, would have told them, stop playing God. Okay, ready to read them for filth. Here we go. Okay, I know I'd have been a little warm. All right, you'd have felt some fire coming from your feet. Right? I know I would have. It'll make you angry. Because sometimes when we read this, because we already know what happened, we don't really stop in a moment and see what was going on. And if it were to happen today, you said mouth dropped and ready to see what's about to happen. I'd be excited. Interesting. You said, I would think he is the one that sinned. I'm a human, so frustrated. Exactly, y'all. Because y'all know the story. So you might just read past this. But we got to stop right here in this moment. At first, I would be upset, but then once yeah, okay, Diana, your daughters just went through a very traumatic experience that had absolutely nothing to do with them. What if somebody walked up to one of your daughters that was hurt in Louisiana with what is going on with them and walked to them and said, your sins be forgiven thee? Right now, when you was in the hospital with your babies and everything, basically saying in a way that you're in this situation because you sin, because that's how it sounded to the people outside. In that emotion and in that feeling, with you being so worried about your daughters and somebody walking up to them and saying that to them, how would you feel? Because I'm sure that one of the men that brought him could have been a brother, could have been his dad, could have been his uncle, could have been a very good friend. And you heard that this, you would be upset. Exactly. This is what I'm saying, y'all. Put yourselves in the room with this happening. And I'm not asking you to be angry. I'm saying, what would your true feeling be? Do you hear me? If this happened to you today, that's like someone coming up to my son with Tourette's saying that, woo, right, here we go. Here we go. How old is your baby that got Tourette's? 12. Okay. Now you see where I'm going. Now you see where I'm at. If you was in the room and somebody walked up to your 12-year-old baby and said, thy sins be forgiven thee, and you know your baby ain't been out here, I don't know, nothing really, you would be offended. Right. I know I would. I didn't, when they, girl, when that teacher, girl, I already know. And that's what I'm saying. I think when we read the Bible, because we know it's going to happen, we kind of just look over it. We do not put ourselves in the moment. And hopefully, through the stories that you get here, you really slow down to look at, ooh, what would I do if I was in that situation, or if that happened to me? Because just reading it like it's a Bible story, that stuff happened today, right now. People say things that people think are offensive, like, no, you didn't say that. It's nothing different from when Jesus was walking the earth and there were these super religious people or whoever, educated, whatever they was, and he would walk into a room of complete strangers. Now they all know each other. He don't know they you well they he know who they are, but you see what I'm saying? I'm always judgy towards people in the Bible, but putting myself in that moment, I know I'm no better. People just want to give me. I'm not lying. I know. I don't know what I do. God will have to help me, because if I was put in this situation, and I think sometimes when we read the Bible, we don't put ourselves in the situation. We just read it like a story. But that's why I try to narrate them like, okay, so it was this girl and her brother was on some funny stuff and whoopty wop, because then that make you think about real life right now. If nothing is new under the sun, that means these things are still happening. And the same emotions are going to be present. The same thoughts are going to be present as it was in Jesus' day. It's some stuff I probably didn't say to people in here that y'all thought, CERCA. And the person would be like, man, that's crazy. Nah, you right. And y'all did snap all the way back like, no, she didn't. I think T of y'all said something I said to her one time, and it made her feel the way she got off. It might have been T of y'all. If it wasn't, I can't remember. But somebody said I said something to him, and it was snappy, or I don't know, but whatever it was relevant to them changing in a certain area, I didn't even know. I had no idea. You said, I only put myself in those shoes when people are suffering with pain. Interesting. Well, I'm going to say this. I don't think, and I can't speak for y'all, but when you read this like a story, it don't hit home the same. But if you make yourself a person in the story and use your family members and your mama and your cousin as the people that are in this story, then it pops up off the page. That's why you say, look for the characteristics. People are really the same. Okay. This teach you about people right here. Okay. So now that I got y'all attention, come on back. It says, now some of the teachers of the law were sitting there thinking to themselves, why does this fellow talk like that? He's blaspheming. Who can forgive sins but God alone? Immediately, Jesus knew in his spirit that this is what they were thinking in their hearts. And he said to them, why are you thinking these things? Which is easier, to say to this paralyzed man, your sins are forgiven, or to say, get up and take your mat and walk? But I want you to know that the Son of Man has the authority on earth to forgive sins. So he said to the man, I'll tell you, get up, take your mat, and go home. And he got up, took his mat, and walked out in full view of them all. Now hold on. Let's run this back right here. These are the pastors that have heard and read the documents about the coming Messiah. They are the people that are teaching that Jesus is coming, the Messiah, the Christ, the Savior. They are the teachers of the law. They are the people that are teaching God's people about when the Savior comes. It talked about what he was going to be able to do. Did it not? The Savior was going to be able to heal the sick and do this and do that, and they wasn't going to accept him. It never clicked in their mind. Do you hear what I'm saying? They are telling the person that was foretold, you don't follow the law. And he is the law. And yet they still didn't see that everything that they stood up in front of the people with their good robes on and talked to the people about was standing right in front of them. If that ain't eyes that don't see and ears that can't hear, I don't know what it is. You said they didn't believe it like today's pastors. And then ask him, who is you? When it's already been foretold that the Messiah was going to be able to do these things. These are the things that they were standing in the synagogues telling people. And it was happening right in front of their face and they didn't see it. They was present. These are the teachers of the law. The teachers of the law are the bishops, the pastors, the reverends, the whoever else. It was happening right in front of their face. Exactly what they were sitting there teaching before Jesus showed up to the party. The law showed up to the party and then the law did all the miracles that they said that the Messiah was going to do right in their face. And they said, who are you? Who ordained you? Who gave you the authority to speak the word? Who are you? Who ordained you? Who told you you could preach God's word? Who gave you the power to heal? What church you go to? Which synagogue you worship in? You don't look like no church person to me. You don't look like no folk. God ain't told you that. Who gave you the power to do that? Because he didn't look and act the part, they thought he wasn't it. I'm going to say it again. Because he did not look the part, they thought he wasn't it. But mind you, there's a group of people sitting in there who are the scholars and teachers of God's word. And people thought that they would know God when they saw him, and he was sitting in the midst of them, and they couldn't even recognize. The very stuff that they was teaching was in the flesh in their face, and they couldn't even see it. They was more worried not about the man being healed, more worried about who gave you the power to forgive sin. Not the miracle that had just happened in their face, that the very law that they teaching out of said he would do. Not that. Who gave you the power? Who ordained you? It is very scary. They wasn't worried about a man that everybody knows has had cerebral palsy his whole life, being able to get up and walk. He hadn't walked in years. Why his legs wasn't wobbly? Didn't nobody have to help him out? Most times if a person haven't walked in a long time, they got to be on a walker. They got to be in a wheelchair. He skipped all that. So the muscles and the atrophy that was there was instantly healed to where he didn't have to, it didn't say he stumbled and got up. God said, get up and take your mat and let's go. He didn't. That nigga stood up and it said he picked up his mat and walked out. He didn't have to have no therapy. He didn't have to have nobody hold his mat while he walked out. He got up, picked up his mat and walked. What therapy? What cane? What walker? And even with that, all in the midst, the very word that they was reading, they couldn't see it being played out in their face. Arguing over who's more anointed while God is healing. And this is why I said I'm only talking to the people who listen. He didn't look like them because the rabbis and the teachers of that time, y'all know what they look like. Let's look, shall we? Jesus was wearing Jesus 100s and a linen suit. And this how they walking around. Because they want everybody to know that they the priest. They want everybody to know that they the priest. Gold all on, big old hat, big grand. Oh, that's what they do right now. Never mind. And Jesus walking around like this. Now, even though we know the clothes is right, the other stuff ain't. But we gonna move on. Right? When they walked in a place, they demanded respect. When Jesus walked in a place, his presence commanded it. He didn't have to have all this on for folks to know who he was. They was going to see it. They wanted you to acknowledge them as a rabbi before they did anything. They wanted all the honor and glory, and they wasn't doing nothing. He came in looking like the help, and they was mad because it was less people following them than it was following. Look at us. We look like priests. We know we have the word tied under ourselves. Why do you follow us? We are the teachers of the law. And the people said, but that dude, I know that girl. She used to be a hoe. And now she is a good housewife. And him right there, you see him? Yeah, bro, he used to be out here bad. He healed him too in just one day. And you remember that the grand dude that couldn't see, and we used to always have to help him, and he would give us a quarter to take him to the store and wait outside on him. He can see. I know they telling us not to go talk to him, but nigga, that man been blind since I was little. He can see. So they had to sneak off and hide to go listen to something that didn't sound like what they was talking about. It was the same thing, but it made the hair on their body stand up. It made tears come to their eyes when they heard it. It made them think about the ways that they moved around and the things that they had done, the family lines they came through when he started talking. With them, it was, you're so far away from Christ, we're better than you. And if you don't do what we say, then you're not saved. God said, hey, well, come over here and follow me. I'm going to say the same thing, but in a different way. You're going to feel this. And after you hear it, you won't ever be the same. And you'll want more of it, and more of it, and more of it. These people liked people to fear them. And they wanted reverence for work they had not done. They wanted payment, and they walked around looking like this so that people really could pay homage to them and not to God. Because they wasn't worried about people disrespecting God, the word. They was more worried about people disrespecting them. Hey, Pumpkin. Remember I told y'all they always run in packs? Most times Jesus folks is walking alone. They run in packs. And they all be looking alike. They wear the same clothes. They say the same words. They do the same things. This is how you can go to any church in America. And most times you're going to hear the same thing. The people that come up and praise the Lord with you, gingerbread people. They connected at the... You cannot be so uniform that God can't work. And this is what happened. They were so worried about looking and sounding like the real thing that they didn't even know the real thing when it was in front of them. But he didn't look and sound like these guys. And he actually had the compassion that they taught about. He actually went out for the lost that they were supposed to be leading, but they was too busy trying to tell them how far they was away from him and didn't even realize that he came and went on and found them. Because he couldn't trust a lot of them, because they was steady trying to tell people how far they was away from him, using the law as a barrier instead of a brick roadway. You can use a brick wall to keep people out, or you can use them same bricks to guide them in which way they're supposed to be going. He chose to break down the walls that they had built as barriers and allow people to see the brick road stained with his blood. Same word. It's just how you using it. They do run in packs, and that's exactly why I don't let nobody attack nobody here. If anybody gonna say something to them, it's gonna be me. Cause we don't jump down people's throat in packs over here. That's what these folks do. We gonna talk to you one-on-one over here. Personal relationship. It is a difference. It's always been a difference. Do you hear me? You're supposed to come crazy and not stay crazy. Did I start trying to change y'all and tell y'all what y'all wouldn't wear, couldn't wear, and this and that? I didn't say nothing to y'all about none of that. I said, I don't care what you're doing. I just need you to come and sit under the word. If you don't think that some of the people in that group, the addictions that are here now were here before, and it was more potent back then because the earth wasn't polluted. You know about the wild parties they said they used to have back then. Ain't nothing changed. The extravagance of being out of your mind and the finest of wines and finest of other things. They've always been here. You don't think it was nobody with addictions you don't think there was no people that had been essayed over and over back then? The world was a lot brutal. I mean, it was brutal. Barbaric. Y'all done seen the movies where the soldiers walk into town and they ripping women's clothes and kissing them all in the mouth and all that old crazy stuff. And what was you gonna do? Nothing. You wasn't gonna do nothing. So it's not like it has changed much. It's just now it's kind of glossed over a little bit, or we've become desensitized to it. I don't know. But the same people that were here, that are here now, that were walking the streets, and they were there then too. Nothing is new. So if you think in these crowds where Jesus said that it was only holy people, you are mistaken, as I'm sitting here watching them do all that in Game of Thrones. Okay. 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 And you know what we thinking about that. So here we go. Do you hear me? Right. And this is why I be trying to tell people, like, this is real. The Bible is real. It's real. It's real. It's real. Thank you. Thank you, Trina. It's real. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If God said there's nothing new under the sun, anything that we have right now has already been here. Do you believe that? Yes or no? Do you believe there's nothing new under the sun? Thank you. If you believe that, then every single thing that you see has already been here. Kensington has been here. Sunset Boulevard has been here. Hollywood Hills, been here. New York, everything that goes on there, everything that goes on in Texas, everything that goes on in Dubai, everything that goes on in China, everything that goes on everywhere. It in Africa, it has all already happened. Like you said, there's nothing new that is happening. Exactly. God said that. It's nothing new under the sun. Perfect timing. Hang on to you. And I almost got myself turned into a pillar of salt. Oh, you'll be all right. God got you. Here we go. So, okay. It says he got up and took his mat and walked out in full view of them all. This amazed everyone, and they praised God, saying, we have never, what's the key word? What's the key word right there? Tell me. What's the key word? What is it? Never. 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 I said, when Jesus show up, you gonna start seeing things that you never seen before. Here's a perfect example. We ain't never seen nothing like this. Never. People skip over that. We've never seen anything. That means it ain't. Okay. Once again, Jesus went outside beside the lake. Went out beside the lake. A large crowd came to him, and he began to teach them. As he walked along, he saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax collector's booth. Follow me, Jesus told him, and Levi got up and followed him. While Jesus was having dinner at Levi's house, many tax collectors and sinners were eating with him and his disciples, for there were many who followed him. Okay, so what kind of sinners do you think were there at the tax collector's house? It said many. You think there was addicts, people, thieves, robbers, gambler, everybody, all kinds. It never said what kind of specific sinner was there, and it was many of them. So it would be crazy if it was one. Everybody there had a part in. It's a liar, it's a cheater, it's a thief, it's a this, it's a that, it's a person that's a kid abuser, it's a whatever. Because all these people wasn't from the same walks of life. It's other people that's from other countries that visit. So it was people that cheat people out their money there for sure, because that's kind of what they be saying about the tax collectors. They be cheating people out their money. So we know for a fact it's a cheat there. It don't go into detail about all the many that was following him while they was eating, but they was all sinners, everybody at the table. Everybody in the shindig was a sinner. And the man's house that they was at was a tax collector. So he was probably a cheat. Cheating people out their money, charging them more taxes than what he's supposed to, whatever else. He could have been in a trap house. Or he could have been at the shark, what they call them, what's the name, shark? The folks that come and get their money. I can't think of what you call them. A loan shark. They could also be like a loan shark. You know the kind of people that be around him. You better get my money by Monday. You better get my money by Monday, because everybody going trying to get a loan. Tax collectors, they win the tax, but they got another business too. They loan monies. And they got them niggas that'll come get their money one way or the other. So I'm sure the people at this house, it probably was some Rough Riders there, some Crips and Bloods, some V-Lords, and you know wherever them niggas at, the host is there. And you know somebody gonna have the liquor. Somebody might have had the green. We don't know, but I'm sure they walked in with all of these things. Because it wasn't nothing but cheats and other types of sinners, many kinds. Not Jesus chilling with Tony Montana, basically. That's why I said I knew something, because the Tony Montanas, they always mess with me. And not on the level how they be playing. No, I was that other nigga at the, we about to come swoop you. No, I got something to do. Nah, bro, we on our way. Hurry up and get ready. I know what y'all want. I know exactly. I'm tired of going out with y'all. We paying your way in the club, and you ain't gotta pay for no drinks, and we paying for your pictures. Come on, hurry up. Find a babysitter. You got 3 hours. Nigga, I'm tired. You hear me? I don't want to go. Dang. Come on. I'll be ready. Hurry up, too. I ain't staying out all night. I gotta get back to these kids. But I'll ride with y'all. Where we going? And make sure you got all my stuff in the car. He was over there with the Sopranos. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. And then here come Felicia begging for something. Debo in the land. We got Big Worm. You heard me? We got everybody. Baby D. Everybody. You said Franklin Saint. What's old boy name? That Denzel Washington played. What's his name? What was his name? The black man. Frank Lucas. Frank Lucas up in that piece. We got everybody. Denzel Washington from Training Day. We got the Karate Man, the black Karate Man from New Jack City. We got him. Don't forget Morris Chestnut. And Eddie Murphy's slimy brother. We got Dollar Bill. Come on. Can I borrow your microwave? That part. Bumpy Johnson. We got the man from Django. The white man. Leonardo DiCaprio was there. He got all his hoes with him. He like, man, y'all heard this? This dude Jesus got, boy, y'all, we about to go see Jesus. Y'all get your clothes on, because there's probably going to be a lot of people over there. You know what you're ready to do. Put your good beads on and stuff, so your hips, when you move, they be jiggly. You see what I'm saying? Put your good beads on, and then cover your face, because I don't want to disrespect him, man. They say he a holy man, but me and my girls, yeah, we been mom taking my staple down there, bro. You see how many niggas be down there walking behind him? There's some money in that crowd. Jesus said, yeah, come on. Because them chicks you got on the side of you, yeah, I need them. All of them. Your whole stable. And so he be like, let's go. They be like, well, we just going to stay here and listen to Jesus. I said, let's go. Jesus like, I got him. Don't worry about it. Peace, brother. Be still. You have a good night, young man. I'll see you later. I don't know if you going to see me now. You watch out. Jesus of Nazareth. You might not know me around these parts, but I ain't. He pulling whole stables of chicks like, girl, have you met Jesus? Oh my God. Every time I see him, he just makes my heart cry. And I just don't want to do this anymore. I can't. I want to follow him. I don't know. He just makes me feel so happy. She like, girl, because you already know. She said he makes me feel safe. I can't go back. I can't do it. I just can't go back. I can't. I feel like if I go back, I won't make it. What do you mean you won't make it? What are you talking about? You're scaring me. Oh, I have to leave. I'm going to follow Jesus. I can't stay here any longer. If I do, I don't know. Are you coming? No? I love you. Please don't go. No, I have to. I can't stay here. I can't. I love you. Tell mom and dad. I don't know. I gotta go. Well, where are you gonna go? I don't know. I'm just following Jesus. Well, you don't have any money. He says I don't need any. This is crazy. What are you doing? You can't just go following people you don't know. ever see you again? I don't know. I'll write when I can. I love you. I mean, how y'all think it went? Jesus said, peace be still, and his folks had pieces of steel. You tried to play. I'm trying to tell you, be cool. You said, what did I walk into? People walking away from their family to follow Jesus, and their family members asking them if they ever going to see him again and what they going to do for money. What y'all going to do? You ain't got no money. You following this man. How do you even know he's telling you the truth? I've seen it with my own eye. You seen what? What did you see? And I could just feel him. You said, not all right, you when I can. I'm trying to tell you, I seen you a picture. A little scroll or something. I'll let you know where it end up at. This about what I told my mama. I see you when I can. I'll write when I can, or I'll try to call when I can. I gotta go. I'm out of here. I send a raven. I'm trying to tell you. You said God is my family. That is true. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Well, how do y'all think this went? They left their families and followed Jesus for 3 years. They wasn't just in Jerusalem. They was all over the place. Mom, we've traveled across the narrow sea. My spleen is getting clean. Girl, we've traveled across the Red Sea, and I was there. You should have seen it, Mom. Jesus, he multiplied the bread. I mean, think about the letters that was coming back. He said, who was my mother and who was my brother? You sure did. You said, I'll send a raven. An Academy Award goes to CERCA TROVA 22 for amazing performance of Jesus in the ghetto. You know what? I'll take it. I'm just trying. Okay, if he went to the tax collector's house. Okay. In our day, him going to the tax collector's house would be him going to Mar-a-Lago. What do you think is going on at Mar-a-Lago? You tell me. Because a tax collector equates to who he was prior to who he about to be. Exact kind of person. What you think was going on? This is he eating with Elon Musk and the Queen of Hearts. He ain't at they at Mar-a-Lago. What you think was there? I will always and forever love my spiritual family more than my biological family. It'd be like that. The Circa produced Jesus movie got to be called Ghetto Gospel the 12. I'm trying to tell you. If they ever let me do it, if I can find me one of them little crew people that know how to do it and they ain't charging too much, baby, I'm going to get it together. I'm trying, because, okay. Hey, Mari, listen. I know we know Jesus didn't play since birth. This part. So think about this. When he says all the sinners was there, what does that mean? That means all the people we talking about. No? You can see it a little bit different now when it said tax collectors and sinners. You're like, oh. But when you put it, oh, okay. He was at an Uncle Luke old day party. Uncle Luke back in the day. The After Dark BET kind of place. Okay. Got it. So you don't think if Jesus went into Magic City and was sitting in a VIP, now his back is turned to the women and everybody in here got clothes on, but on the other side of this door, it's going down. If the church people saw Jesus sitting where niggas is off the table, they got whatever you need in here, it's in here. Y'all don't. Oh, Jesus wouldn't sit in those places. Well, where do the sinners be? Where do they be? Where do the whores be? Where the niggas with the money is? Where do the robbers be? Where the hoes is? Where the niggas with the money, where the money is? Where do the niggas that plan on cheating a nigga out some money be? Where all them niggas is at? And where is the rat police at? Where all them people is? It might be a reverend in there too. The men that cheat on their wives is in there. The woman that is hiding selling her body because her husband don't make enough money because he out here spending it on the hoes is in there. She done disguised her face. I mean, what do you think it mean? I'm just picturing Jesus sitting in the VIP talking about, yeah, glow. Listen, I didn't say he was gigging to their music, but because what do it mean to be around the sinners? And now you know why the Pharisees and the Sadducees were so appalled, because they couldn't believe that the Son of God would go into those dark places. But what did he say? Where did he say he was going to go? Y'all thought he only went there in spirit? You cannot go to where the sinners are and not go to where the sinners be. Make it make sense. Do you think if he came dressed like this, that they would have let him in? Do you? I would definitely click with the Jesus we getting it Crump Liddy. Listen, what about the come on, be in the club? Come on. You think these niggas could get in the club? No. You know who could get in the club? He looked regular. They wasn't gonna be able to be seen in no whorehouse. He could be seen in a whorehouse. Don't mean he touched nobody in there. They ain't letting him in. They can't get to the sinners because folks gonna start acting fake when they come around. They gonna sit up a little straighter and try not to be their real self. Hide themselves. You know what they gonna do when he around? Wild out. Because he look like a regular nigga. You hear me? They not thinking nothing of this. They see this, they gonna act a certain way. They see this, they gonna be themselves. Probably be cutting up. Not knowing God is sitting in the midst of them. But because he didn't come in all head with the angels walking behind him and all of that, he could see them in their rawest state. Remember, all the people at the wedding was drunk. They had drank all the wine. And he made more. You ever been to the party and been the one to have to go to the liquor store in the middle of the barbecue? Because everybody done drunk up all the liquor? You ever had a girls' night, homeboy party, and you the one? Okay, Jesus was the liquor store runner. Was he not? He was the good. This was the LQ right here. They ran over to the lick and got what they needed. And messed up and got better wine than they had at the whole wedding the whole time. We want to act like this wasn't real life. You done been to a wedding where everybody drunk? And you got to go to the liquor store. And they about to get even drunker than they did before. That was all the liquor gone. That's I don't understand. What, I don't know what Bible y'all be reading. They want the pretty sinners, I guess. I don't know. Jesus brought the good stuff. He said he don't do bottom shelf. Don't. And it's 18%. They ran out of drink. And you know, somebody got to go to the liquor store. They walked right over to Jesus and said, excuse me, we need you to make some liquor. We're out. Can you do something about it? He said, bring me the water that they wash their feet in. OMG. Weddings, repasses, everything. Come on. Come on. And he was at a whole bunch of them too. The foot liquor. They said, ooh, Jesus. What is this, honey? This the best wine made out of feet water. They riding on the back of camels and flies buzzing on their toes and dirt all in them. You hear me? And the parties back then were for a long time. Right. Right. Weeks and weeks. You hear me? At the family barbecue watching TT do the wobble on her fourth cup. And then y'all, she say, bring me a towel and let me wash my feet in this water. And then somebody go pour that in the cooler. You said you've never been to a wedding when nobody is drunk. Oh, okay. Well, church weddings, they get drunk after the church wedding. The sanctified folks, they don't drink. I done been to a wedding where nobody was drunk. But for the most part, the real weddings, everybody told up because they start drinking before they got there. Yeah, he took the most nastiest thing and made it pure. Up like us. I'll be right back, y'all. Yep, we like the foot waddle. We are exactly like that. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I've been drinking all this water and coffee this morning. All right. Here we go. Woo! Hey, Hasamada. We in Mark 2, NIV. Here we go. So, boom, boom, boom. Da, da, da. All right. It says, when the teachers of the law, when the pastors who were Pharisees saw him eating with the strippers, drug dealers, prostitutes, killers, and the like, and tax collectors, they asked his disciples, why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners? On hearing this, Jesus said to them, it is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I've not come to call the righteous, but the sinners. What good is it gonna do you only sitting around sanctified people and you suppose? And I'm not saying you gotta go sit around the sinners, but how you gonna reach them if you don't talk to them? This is the pastor saying, what is you doing sitting with the sinners? Why you teaching a law that is for the people? Oh, I don't associate with those kind of people. The people that you're supposed to be preaching to. The people that are considered lost to Jesus. The people that live in Kensington and that's on the Blade in Arizona and the Blade in Cali and the Blade in Texas and the Blade in Oklahoma and the Blade in New York. You mean them kind of people? The people that's the runners for that big nigga? The one that go home and abuse everybody in his family? You don't talk to those people. The baby mama that got 10 kids by 10 different men, you don't talk to them. You can't be seen eating and talking with them. The drunk man that's always on the corner making no sense. Y'all don't skid row. Right. So you don't go around them people. So what lost are you preaching to then? Who are you telling about salvation? The people that already heard it? The people that don't need it? The people that's sanctified and saved and they don't need no help? Well, what good is that? And now you understand why when people came here, they said, I do this. I said, okay, tell me why that matters. Do you want to learn or not? Did I tell you if you do this, if you do that, if you dress like this, if you're in this type of relationship, if you in that type of relationship, you can't come to WOIU? Did I say if you're Mexican, if you're, not all the way black or this or that you couldn't come over here? Did I say, oh, well, if you poor, we don't sit with poor people, or if you too rich, we don't sit with rich people? I didn't say nothing. I said it's open to whoever want to learn. Church or no church, witch or no witch, warlock. Them is the people God came to save. Oh, well, I'm drinking or I'm smoking. Okay, is you listening? I literally used to tell y'all, go get what you need so that whatever help your focus factor, I need you to grab that. You gonna start with it, you ain't gonna end with it. This word gonna get the tap dancing and giving you too many kisses on your forehead. You put it down. I ain't gonna have to say nothing to you. The Holy Ghost gonna do what it's supposed to do. It was some of y'all that I might have been teaching the class, baby. You was laid in the bed with somebody you wasn't supposed to be in, and all of a sudden, that's what we talking about, and you didn't ease on to the side. You know what? I'm going to go to my house. Y'all might have been living together, and the word tap danced on your heart, and at first, you didn't feel no conviction because that was your boo. And as soon as that word, you might have set up. They might have been asleep. Tears rolling down your face. You said, and did. Okay. I didn't tell you move out, do this. I said, well, when God is ready for it to be over, it'll be over. Just come in here and learn. He'll start giving you the strength on whatever you say. You said, yep, got single real quick. You said, absolutely this. Sliding down the wall. You know what, Queen? Ooh, you said, and did. Went and got married. Come on. You said, who about to keep living like this? Not me. We done had a few marriages since we've been over here. You said facts. I've been convicted about stuff that I wasn't before when I sat in a church. Come on. Sobering up. Come on. You said I ain't even mad about it. Listen, second got me quick. That part. You said, yep, got married. Okay. You got married too? The word medicine, baby. The word is medicine. I didn't have to say. You said stay beating me in the head. Giving you them little taps. You hear me? The word medicine. You said, yep, me too. You got married too? Come on. Come on, Dad. You said what? Who? Yep, sure did get married since being here. Come on. It's some more too. You said engaged. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. You hear me? You said to the word. Come on, did. Was the side chick became the wife. Okay. So God knew. Okay, Bathsheba. All right, Bathsheba. I've been convicted about stuff I wasn't before. Been married 25 years. Got married October 2nd. Come on, Corey. I'm so proud of y'all. Look at God. I've been celibate since being here. Come on, Steph. Anybody been keeping their legs closed? That's married to God. Talking about circle littles and marriages happening in here is my ex-husband is still now my husband. We've learned so much here. Interesting. Come on. All right, we got some legs closed over here that wasn't closed at first. Come on, y'all. Come on, Rika, Tootie, Jai. Come on, Miss Lady. Come on. Me, celibate for 2 years since being here. Come on, Sharnicia. Come on, me, almost 2 years. Lock legs. Is locked down. Come on, Kim. Come on, Jamila. Woo! Yep, legs closed and getting married this May. Come on. Oh, shoot. You said it's been challenging, but haven't been in no frolicking in the bushes. Come on. Come on. You said what? Facts, 2 years. Come on, Michael. Come on. Okay, you said what? Come on, Anna. You said my baby's been acting right. They hear you tap dancing on them too. Come on. Come on. It's been 2 years on the 22nd. I'm still legally tied and refuse to be unfaithful to my vow. Come on. Come on. Come on. My marriage has been restored. Come on. 3 years in February. Come on, Auntie. And my longtime friend of 42 years has not fornicated in a year. Come on. Ooh, wee. You said, what? Yeah, buddy. Woo! Yes. And I had 4 years and nothing. Hi, Auntie Marine. Come on. Come on. Come on. You see? Jesus be doing his thing. I'm trying to tell you. And you don't have to. Listen. And didn't nobody force you? Me too, Riz. Yeah. Please write that down. Like, share this experience in your journal. God, I didn't know it was so many people. You said, I need some tissue. This is the thing. Me fell off back for almost a year. Was 3 before that. Come on, Tadera. Come on. It's okay. This is the thing. Is somebody in here 3 years? Come on, Renee. Come on. Come on. Do you hear me? Somebody in here is wanting to do it, but they don't know if they can. Y'all just gave them that they can, or that they not going to stay in this relationship until they get, if we ain't married, you can't have me. 4 years. Come on. Do you hear me? God can change your life if you let him. And it ain't got to be, you didn't have to walk around telling people, I'm saved now. I don't do that. You just start learning. And you feel, that's all right. That's all right. God said we fall, we get up. My Mr. Kids thinks something wrong with me. Oh, your kid thinks something wrong with you. It's all right. 1 year. Come on. Divorced for 2 years after 27 years. Remarried November 2024. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Listen. And I didn't have to come here. Look, do you want to learn or not? God is going to take out of your life what he wants. I just got to give you the prescription and tell you you need to take this at least 3 times a day on an empty stomach. Some stuff you're going to have to take on a full stomach. Sometimes it might make you feel queasy. You can't use this while you're driving. You hear me? But over time, it's going to build up in your system. And you are going to be resistant to sin. Just wait. It ain't going to happen overnight. You got to get enough of this prescription in you for your body to be able to fight off the flesh. You hear me? But you keep taking the prescription. You apply the ointment to your body. And guess what? That skin condition gonna heal. It's a real thing that when you get into the word and I didn't have to tell you, you need to stop doing this. I didn't say nothing. I said, y'all want to read the story. But look at what it produced. Because now y'all showing other people. People know the story. Girl, I know the story. Girl, let me tell you about last night. Don't nobody get them stories from me. You know what they get? Well, hopefully he gonna send a Mr. CERCA sometime. It would be nice, but if he don't, I'm gonna be right here. I remember telling my auntie at 22, baby, that's never gonna be me. Go with that what? No, auntie, that ain't in my future. She said, you'll get to a point. She said, baby, gotta be so good to you. You ain't gonna wanna be he done gave me everything I want. I ain't think about no man or think about no woman. You know, you get a man and he be like, God been too good to me. I ain't throwing it away for no cat. No, I'm good. He done gave me the job I want. I was able to buy my property. When God want me to have a wife, I don't want him to send me no headache. You see what I'm saying? Because you learn not to trade the valuable things for the things that they ain't really worth much. And it's a temporary fix. And it always leaves the hole deeper than it was. It ain't filling it up. It's digging a deeper hole. You hear me? The same dirt they throw in, they take twice that out, or 3 times, or 4 times, or 5 times. So the hole you trying to fill, the void you trying to fill, it just got deeper. No. I never thought I could go this long. It don't even seem long anymore. I'm trying to tell you because you take it one day at a time. Synthetic versus natural. I'll take God. Come on. Come on. And your life is better. It is. Things come to you easier. You don't be as stressed. Your family is working out. Problems you couldn't get over the hump, now you just soar over them. Things that used to trigger you, be like, okay, I'm moving on. I do not have the energy for that. I ain't even giving no energy to that. I got other things to do with I need to learn how to make this sourdough bread, baby. And guess what? Why God told me to go through my seeds? Guess what I already have? The gourd seeds. I'm about to start my little things now. I already got the thing for the loofah here in my seed thing. I bought some. I don't even know when I did. But I got them. Look at that. They already in here. They was in my, let me show you. Because he told me to go through my seeds yesterday. So I can start figuring out what I want to plant in this little greenhouse I'm about to put together. And I got my microgreen kit, so I'm going to try that. I just got to stay focused is the thing. Y'all sent me a microgreen kit like when we first started, and it's still in a... He said, save your money, honey. You already got... Listen, dude. We got them. I think Auntie sent me these. Auntie, you sent me these, didn't you? The medicinal and tea herbs seeds. Auntie sent me those. Miss Elon Russ sent me broccoli, Swiss chard, red clover, millet, peas, watermelon, moringa, carrot, kale, red romaine seeds. I got bitter melon seeds. Auntie, I think you sent me them. These is bitter melons too. Yeah, Auntie, you sent these. And then there they go. Look at this. It's all different seeds. Some of them from before 2020, and some of them is now. But baby, guess what? You never know what's gonna come your way. It's a lot of seeds. And look, this is way back from COVID 2020. These is all the bell peppers I dehydrated. I don't got the bell peppers no more because I did them wrong. But I got all the seeds from the bell peppers. This was from like 3 bell peppers. And then here go a bell pepper that I just let dry out with the seeds on it. So it's probably a good 200 on this one too. Y'all see all them bell pepper seeds? From this one, from like 3 or 4 that I grew. And I kept. These is from a long time. That's a lot of freaking seeds. I could grow a whole field of bell peppers with this. And this one. I think this is a red bell pepper. That's why I kept it. It was. This is a red bell pepper. So that's why it's in a different bag. Yeah, when I take my bell peppers, when I buy bell peppers now, I take them seeds out and put them on the counter. I still do that. I got a lot of bell pepper, but I like bell pepper a lot too. But look. I already got them. Didn't even know. I already got them. So I'm definitely going to try to grow some. At least 2 plants. This is going to be my goal to make me some loofahs. Ain't that crazy? I already had them. Recently, my bell pepper seeds have been very black, almost rotten. I didn't know. You don't know what's going on with our bell peppers. The ones that you're buying. Nice. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, did y'all go watch Michael Clayton? Who went and watched Michael Clayton? Hey. Who went and watched Michael Clayton? Did y'all go watch that movie? You did? The ones from the store. Okay. So y'all know that that's Monsanto. Right? Y'all know that's who that movie is about. Michael Clayton. Yeah, it came out in like 2008 or 2009, something like that. Very good movie. Yeah. So all that's going on with this, you need to watch that movie. But yeah, so I'm about to get on making my little babies. Now I can put them in the house and start. I don't know. You'll have to look for it. Pumpkin, I don't know where it's playing at. Or where you can find it. I don't know. But you can go look it up on Google. It'll tell you. I bought it on DVD or Blu-ray. It was good. Yeah. Black seeds are showing 2 things. Humidity changes and pesticide concentration. Thank you. Crazy. Definitely watch Michael Clayton. It will make it make sense. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I'm going to show y'all something else. I got a few projects that I'm going to try to tackle this week. All right, some of y'all already did it. I have not. I attempted this before. I got my rennet so I can make some cheese. My goal this week is to try to make some sourdough and some mozzarella that I can wax. It's my goal. Now, this little bottle was like $10, but I guess you don't need a lot. And then they got the tablets that you can crunch up and put in your whole milk to make some mozzarella. And y'all know we got our cheese wax. I know they normally tell you to do hard cheeses, but they got Baby Bell. So something's up with that. Have I received my wax yet? What wax? I got some wax a long time ago. I haven't been to the you sent me some wax, Sean? Cause I got some black and red wax like last year. Okay, no, thank you, Pumpkin. I'm gonna go pick it up. I haven't been to the P.O. box. Girl, it was all that snow, I wasn't leaving the house. It's called rennet. Vegetable rennet. You said, look at God, you're planning on making it and someone's sending you the wax. Right. Right. So it could be at the thing. So this is the next thing. I'm going to try to make some cheese. So we got bread. We got cheese. I just learned how to make sour cream. It ain't nothing but lemon juice and what's the name? Set it out over the counter. Boom. Okay. Got that. I'm trying to think of all the stuff that we, because if it ain't no cheese, what we gonna do? So if we could be waxing cheese now and putting it in a cool place, well, now we got cheese. Because we got powdered cheese and dehydrated cheese. But this, if we can wax some balls of mozzarella and keep them, I mean, they say when it's waxed, it's good for up to 25 years. So this and a couple gallons of milk might, we don't know. Because they bring the little Baby Bells in the wax, don't they? Right? And what's the name? That's what be in the Baby Bells is soft mozzarella. So here we go. We can do our own. A gallon of milk. And that gallon of milk be making like a whole pot. It'd be a big old thing. And you get the cheese whey and the curds. I don't know, Erica. I think it has to be fresh. I don't know if you can make powdered milk, use powdered milk and do it. They're called rennet. Rennet. Yeah. So, that's one of the things. Sourdough bread. Also, I want an email to Tatnai Place of an address. If you have never received anything for Google it, Pumpkin. From us, I want you to send me your email. Not your email. I want you to send me your address. With your name, if you have a building number or whatever it is and a code, you have to send it. Because from now on, if they can't get it the first day, I'm canceling the order because I get tired of them sending me out them emails and ringing my phone. I don't want that. So if you never received anything from us, never, and y'all know I'm gonna go back and check. We're gonna send out the oil lanterns. The oil lanterns. Never is never. I said if you've never received anything, that's anything. You've never received anything from us, because some people have never received anything from us. Yes, y'all. What does never mean? So if you've never received anything from us, you are able to send it an email to Tatna Place, and we are sending out lanterns and paraffin oil and a wick, like an old school lantern like they used in Django. That's what we're gonna send. Okay? So if you've never received anything from us, never, ever, ever, I would like to send some of those out, because if they start covering our light in the sky, our solar generators might not work as well. So I want to bless some people with that. But I also want to bless people that have never, in the whole 3 years that they have been here, received anything from us. Because there's people that have been here with us for a very long time and they never write in or whatever it is. Okay? Okay? And y'all know I'm going to go check. Yes. Yes. At tatnonplace@gmail.com. Okay? So if you never received anything, books, assistance, help, I need your correct address and your name. Because sometimes people don't even put their last name. Like, I'm sending out a package. You have to. Because sometimes if you don't have the full name, they won't deliver it. And if you have a building code, you need to put that on there. Y'all know your zip code. These type things. Because if I can't find it and Google keep moving me, I just go to the next person. But if you've never received anything from us, we trying to do something else. I'm just trying to think of things that people might not have thought about. Okay? And God blesses us to send things. But hopefully, if you do tell people about something, you'll say, hey, because we don't know what's going to go on with this. You hear me? We don't know what's going to happen. And so I was asking God last night, I'm like, well, what's something? And I saw the oil lamp, and I'm like, oh, wow. They used to work back in the day in the Little House on the Prairie days. And so I went and looked it up, and it's reasonable to do. So we can send out a couple of those. I just been thinking, like I said, with the bread pans, with the sourdough kits, all the things that we've sent out have been things that are going to be of use. Go to the website. CERCA TROVA 22. Go to the website. Go down to the first page. All of our emails are there. Don't email me on the website. Go to the website, CERCATROVA22.com. Go down to the bottom of the first page, I think, or second, and look there for all the information. Because I'm going to have to keep saying it, and I don't want to. So, that's the deal. Because, somebody might have received something back in 22, 23, 24. So I want to do something for somebody that has never received anything from us, so that we can kind of make the rounds. Okay? Y'all hear me? Hello? Okay. And no, you cannot put in for other people. I don't, unless I'm saying, don't put it on my mama, and no, this is for you. For you. Because God sometimes want to bless folks that don't normally get nothing free or whatever it is. And it's not like, oh, we giving it out for free. But God know who need it. We are a blessing. I'm not a blessing. We are a blessing. But I also, every time you're not going to get nothing. And even though, the books that we sent out, they might not seem like much. Them sets was not cheap, and then to send them was not cheap. So there was a fee on top of a fee on top of a fee. You see what I'm saying? So Whatever information you missed, where can you find it? I'll be right back. And don't nobody type it. I love y'all a lot. But one of the things that I need from y'all big time is to be very big listeners. If the information does not apply to you, then there is no reason to type anything. I only be talking to the people at that point in time that I'm talking to. So if you haven't, if you don't need it, none of that is relevant. We're only talking to the people, and this is why people be confused. But I need y'all to be bigger listeners. Again, we are coming to a time where a person is not going to be able to repeat everything to you. You gonna have to hear it the first time so you can move. We are grown, and I'm not Siri, and I'm not Google. Sometimes you may only get one instruction, and you are going to have to be listening so that you can hear correctly the first time. And that's not just applying to no gifts. That's get up and move, whatever it is. So if y'all be frustrated that y'all got to tell y'all kids a whole bunch of times, I do understand why. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Because some of y'all 3 times their age and y'all don't listen the first time. Even something that you've heard a million times, you'll still ask me, like, I'm going to say something different. I'm not. If you new here, something different. But if you been here, I'm going to roll my eyes at you every time. Because you know better. Y'all already know. Y'all say y'all know me well, not. Mm-mm. on. We are in a time where you can't be clueless. You got to be listening. What if they only tell you one time the address to meet? And because you was just not listening, you don't get it. Well, that's on you. If there is a safe place that you need to go, ain't nobody going to sit there and keep explaining it to you. You didn't hear it, you just didn't hear it. And that is on you because you are not attentively listening. We are coming to a time where information is going to be very valuable, and you're going to have to hear it and move on it the first time. I don't know if y'all realize how serious that one skill that I'm trying to drive into y'all is. You could be sitting in a coffee shop and God could allow you to hear some information that never in your life you thought you would hear, but it could save a whole bunch of people. Because you're halfway listening, you don't get to save those people. So when you go and try to tell somebody, the authorities or whatever else, you don't have all the details. So then maybe they don't listen to you. Your radio might change to a station and God allows it to tap in and you get to hear something that you maybe wasn't supposed to hear, but you have to be ready to listen. Have you ever had a kid tell you while you trying to tell them something, I know, and then they got to come back and ask you again? Anybody? You ever had an employee that you trying to tell something and they trying to think 2 steps ahead and they not listening to what you saying, so then they got to come back or they do it wrong? Y'all know that happened with a lot of adults too, right? And I'm not being mean, I'm telling you, because I've been in management and I've watched it. You said I had this conversation with my husband. You said, yep, and they have to sit right in the I know chair until they understand. Okay. There are decisions you can make that could cost you your life, and I don't know if people believe that or not. But living out in the streets, in the places that I had to go, I couldn't listen like that. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I could not listen like that. I probably would have been messed up as a young person. And I didn't come from the streets. But I had to go into them. I had to learn body language, pitch and tone at a very young age and nobody was teaching me this. God was teaching me this. He said, yep, because I didn't listen, I had to turn right back around for what I didn't grab. Okay. You said, right, you have to listen to understand and not to reply. Just understand. And I'm not being mean, y'all. I'm being serious. And this is something you should be teaching your children too. Because we are going into perilous times. You're not just going to be able to just be all over the place. I do not hang out with reckless people. I keep telling y'all that. That's why I don't be with nobody. Because people are just reckless. They reckless with their words. They reckless with their thoughts. They reckless with their actions. They just reckless. And they just be so far in they not, and then they expect you to keep. I'm not repeating nothing because you're not listening. No, I'm supposed to keep wasting my time because you want to waste yours. I'm not. Listen the first time, and I say this to everybody around me because I got stuff to do. For real. I need to learn how to make cheese today. I need to learn how to make this sourdough today. It could be a number of things that I could be doing besides repeating myself to folks that don't want to listen. I didn't do it with my kids. I'm not doing it with grown folks. I love y'all. I keep telling you that we are coming to a time that if you're not listening, it could be deadly. It could be costly. It could be a lot of stuff. Look at the people that didn't listen to the warning that was coming to them. Oh, I've been here. I know. I this, I that. Everybody knew until they didn't. Ain't we seeing it all over the news? Everybody knew until they knew what wasn't gonna happen. Remember, we keep talking about this. That's not gonna happen. I've seen this before. Blah 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 blah. And it's never that. Every time now it's I can't believe this. I've never seen anything like this. You can't take it as though you know now. You gotta take it as though, okay, well, God, what's going on? Is this the same situation or should I be moving differently? And this is why people keep being caught off guard with all of this crazy stuff because God be sending a warning, but they think they know better than God. They think because it didn't happen last year or it didn't happen or in the last 15 years that it's not gonna happen now. Family, can I ask y'all a question? How many things did y'all think that I was overreacting about? And then we came this journey of 35 months. And all of it, whatever you might have thought was too much, or I was talking about it too much, or I was emphasizing it too much, how much of that has not been relevant no matter how small the detail, whether it be getting your kids used to sitting in a hiding space, whether it be having them move quickly when you tell them, having them be aware of their surroundings, any of this stuff that people probably thought that I was just going overboard with, have we not had children in every single situation that is going on almost in the public news? Somebody in our community has had a family member or them themselves has been in it. Whether it be the cold, the dark, the flood, the food shortage, the school attacks, whatever, the planes, the getting trapped and can't leave because the systems have been. Every freaking thing that we have talked about that somebody might have said was outlandish within a certain amount of time, it has one of y'all been in it. Not me, y'all. How many people have y'all seen in the last 6 months now coming back in saying, I used to be here, I left, I let people talk me out of it, I stopped doing this, I stopped doing that, and now I have to rush to try to get those things? How many times have y'all seen that? In 22, when it first started, did we talk about it? I said a lot of y'all are not going to listen to me. A lot of y'all going to start, then you're going to go away because it's not going to happen yet. And then you're going to come back when it starts to happen and everybody is talking about it. Did we not talk about that in February, March, April, June of 2022? So I'm going to say, listen again. If you have ever received any item from WOIU in this drawing, you cannot participate. I don't care if it is book, I don't care what it is. If you have ever received anything from us in this drawing, it is going to be for the people that have never received anything. I've said this twice before in another thing. And again, I have y'all emails that y'all send me. I don't delete them. I also have the receipts on Amazon if we've sent you something. So if you go ahead and ask, you're selfish. Because I can go back and see if we've sent something to you. And that's unfair if you've already received and you don't want someone else who has never to experience that. Do you hear me? Hello? Hello? Because it's a lot of y'all. And there are some people that are more consistent in asking for stuff. But come on now, hold on. I told you I don't do selfish people. At all. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. And so people don't think I see it. And I might not say nothing. I try to say it in a nice way, like, hey, I said that on the last giveaway. If you've gotten anything from us in the last year, don't ask for something. That did not stop folks. And y'all didn't think I seen it, but I did. Because I have all the emails from every contest that we've done. So I know for a fact if I've sent you something. It ain't no other back office people but me. Period. Give somebody else a chance to be surprised. Because if that's the case, I did this all wrong. If that's how it's going to be. I did this all wrong. I should let me go back to 22 and be on some other type of stuff like most of the people on this here internet. We're not doing that. I absolutely love being able to say, hey, WOIU, we're going to send you something. Because a lot of people have never received anything from a stranger. They had to do something for it. They had to, you don't know. And so to receive something from somebody you never met, and it's not no gimmick, and you get to keep it, that can change a person's view of being a giver or believing in God. Because everybody said, don't nobody give you nothing for nothing. WOIU do. We do, actually. We don't ask you to even stay a student at our school. We don't ask you for nothing but to learn about God, try to get your life together. And if you need something, we can help. And if we can, we will. You don't have to reimburse us, pay us back, whatever it is. God takes care of that. Not one person that has been blessed by this community has been asked to pay $1 back or to subscribe and have to be nothing. Pretty much everything we do here is free. Unless you buying a hoodie for yourself, that's because of the cost, because it's 2 companies that be making it. But that's even a separate thing. Ain't no card on here. Even though I got an Amazon store, they've been on the list for over 2 years. So that lets you know what's going on with that. But we're not going to do selfish folks. We're not going to do that. And if you don't like it, I don't care. I don't. You're not always going to get something every time. And just because somebody else gets something, don't mean you gotta get it. And that's the truth. I'm about to go. I love y'all. I was gonna stay on here longer. I don't think I am. So I'll come back when I calm down a little bit, because I love y'all.